This is preposterous. Please, no need to raise your voice like that. You skate on way too thin an ice to share any advice right now. We've been over this too many times already. Yet your daughter, once again, finds herself in the middle of a brawl. This time with students a year older than her! But as I understood it, Lily wasn't the one who instigated the fight. That's beside the point. She dislocated an elbow of one of the boys. Do you have any idea what lengths I had to go to in order to calm down his parents? I'm terribly sorry. I'll make sure this won't happen again. This is your last chance. Got anything to say for yourself, young lady? Why bother? Or did you suddenly start to care about my opinion? I talked with the principal. Tomorrow you'll have to apologize to that boy for what you did. And I want you to mean it, too. Thanks a lot. The only thing I'm sorry for is I didn't get his other arm as well. Didn't I make myself perfectly clear when I trained you? You're only supposed to defend yourself. Those idiots started it. They kept making fun of my hair and voice. Because they know it gets to you. You'll just have to— Yeah. Laugh it off. Such bullshit. Language. Crap. Lily. I'm always on your side. What those boys said about you, what they called you. At some point in time, I would have beaten them up myself had I been there. Then what changed? I got old. I realized punches and kicks won't fix anything. You're only bringing yourself down to their level. You're better than that. I'm sorry for being such a screw-up. Don't say that, dear. Are you hungry? How about we grab some takeaway? Yeah. Also, TV is banned for a month. No way! At the time, I can't think of anything I dreaded more than the silent car rides home. Just the tension in there. How it felt to not be able to say anything right. Now, why do you gotta be right next to me at the start of this like this, huh? The opening rooms of Lev's domain are very tight. I think I want you... So I need you to stay alive, because you're the only other thing that can push that button on the right. If I remember correctly... I just want to pick up this first one. I think I picked it up one tile too soon. At this point, we can only pick up put down 2 more times, and I think that's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. Oh wait, we got one more actually. This might be fine. Perfect. Thank God. That one's very much like all the other rooms so far, precise. This one, too. We're going to want to delay once. There we go. Follows us all nice-like. Let's get our locusts now. I want them now. Instead of later. Okay, so to get that one, actually, let's start by getting rid of the shadow tile. Lots of minute tile management here. God. We can put it up here for now, actually. That gets it out of the way all nice, like. And yeah, if we bait the bull now, it will take itself out. Alright, now the real setup of this level is we're going to need to get the fuse tiles such that we can bring the bull down and have it take the lazy eye down with it. So let's get as many of these fuse tiles over here as we can. Take that with it. We're going to make sure that when we taunt the bull, it stops right there and comes down this lane. Okay, we're getting somewhere. This all should work. Thank you. That one cost me a lot of lives my first time. Hi, there's another person. We haven't seen many NPCs. I actually skipped over one, kind of unintentionally, in the 4th domain. That's how it goes. Would have liked to show them off in this playthrough, but maybe it's more reason for everyone else to check out this cool game, in my opinion. Hi there. Another human? Hey, are you alright? Oh! Something wrong? So pretty. Huh? Ah! Sorry. I wasn't supposed to say that aloud. I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said. I mean, you're very pretty. It's just that when I get nervous, I always run my mouth, and I'll shut up now. Well, at least you're okay. What were you doing in here anyway? I ran into some monsters. I thought that maybe they wouldn't notice me between these rocks. I hate to break it to you, but you aren't exactly a master of disguises. But don't tell me she took that personally. Anyway, those monsters won't bother you anymore. I took care of them. Really? You're amazing! What's up with her? The shy woman keeps eyeing you. Okay, well, we ought to get out of here, I guess? Yeah? Oh, what did you do to that floor? You know magic? Oh, that. It's all thanks to the staff I found. I don't quite get what's the deal with it, but it sure is handy to have around. Take me! What? I mean, please, take me with you. I keep running into those monsters and I can't really handle them at all. So please, help me. This is hard enough as it is, and she seems absolutely helpless. But can I just leave her here? Probably not. I don't think I'd feel good with that. Okay. You can tag along. You mean it? Yeah. Just don't get in my way. Thank you. Thank you so much. I promise I won't be a hindrance to you. Don't mention it. And since I'll be guiding you, I think it's time for proper introductions. My name's Lily. What about yours? Ninny. Nice to meet you, Ninny. Let's find a way out of this dump together. Hey, yeah! Alright, so this is Ninny's mechanic. When she doesn't have a clear, solid, safe, at least for one pass-through minimum, passage to the exit, she gives us this clear indication, no can do, no go, sweating. You can go on ahead. As long as the route to the exit is clear, I won't be far behind. I found these while hiding. I don't know if they're of any use to you, but you can have them. Oh, nice. You received 16 locust idols. Better safe than sorry. What we can do is make a path for her. Now she's good. She'll cheer us on. Shy woman cheers you on. And that's what we gotta do. These rooms are suspiciously easy if you don't make the choice to have her follow you. They are explicitly tailored toward the complication of her being there. We can actually talk to her in all these rooms too, but it's not going to be useful for us to try to do so right here. If we press left, we'll just push her over to the next tile. And she'll be... she won't actually be that much in the way, I don't think. Let's see if I remember how to do this room. Or at least remember how I do it. I think I do... probably something like this. Yeah, if we do this and then build up from here, it's not ideal, but we can move the stairs out of the way, which she starts freaking out about, of course, immediately. And then we have a bit of a line we can make use of. And once we're at the point that we're over here, we have more tiles we can grab, more fuse tiles we can move out of the way. Not that many, but just having more tiles to work with will help quite a bit. There we go. I guess actually we could have moved that out of the way a little sooner, maybe, in theory. It's not a big deal, though. The important thing is we can take these over. And now... put that there. Grab the stairs. Put them down. right next to her. Actually, we don't quite want to do that, do we? We want to hear what she has to say. It's gonna complicate this a little bit. Actually, it's not gonna complicate it that much. Just had to use my brain. Ugh, this floor is a mess. It would probably be much easier alone. Makes her twisting the knife. We're not being particularly nice to her. But we have a bit of an abrasive personality, honed through years of... well, we'll see. Let's see, this room I actually have not figured out how to do burdenless without pushing her, which feels a little mean, but again, abrasive personality. Whatever we gotta do to get by, right? Let's see what she has to say really quick. She'll also say this every time you push her before talking to her. Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way. Watch out! That giant beaver keeps following you! That looks nothing like a beaver. Right. We are going to... I believe we are going to... do this. We can bait it for the moment, trap it over there. Now we're gonna want to get out of the way eventually, but for the moment... for the moment... Right, actually... this will be considered a safe path for Ninny. So what we could do is we can double bait this in a way it's good. Actually, I don't know if that exists. I have an idea. There we are. Completely out of the way. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, as long as Ninny has a tile, she can cross over, even if it's only once. It'll work out. That thing! What is that? No idea. But if it gets loose, it'll be up my ass in no time. Sounds painful. You do know that's just an expression, right? This one's very similar to solving it with Gray. We should make sure there's a complete path to the end that's also separating those tiles up above from the rest of it. We can make an escape route. And it'll hold the button just all nice for us. Ah, another one of those! They don't know when to give up. Lace doesn't seem to be interested in you. Actually, you might prove useful for this job. If I can help in any way, just let me know. As long as you don't shove me right at it. Which we won't. We'll make sure we don't do that. But we will get it to chase us over here a bit, then push Ninny out of the way. Whoa, that was close. Complete accident. But it didn't kill me, so it's fine. Those statues again. What is it? They don't seem to like it when I use a staff around them. Gotta be careful. Yeah, you can do it. To make a path for her here, I think what I do is pick up this one on the right. And then this one below me? Yeah, that works out. Then she has a path right down the middle. We'll go ahead and take this single locust we can get. We can actually get this other one safely, too. Might as well, I suppose. Ah, here in Lev's brand room. This room doesn't seem to be too bad. I don't like it. It's as suspicious as it gets. We should keep moving. We'll take another locust on our way out. Here's one where we definitely don't want to... I mean, we definitely don't want to try to talk to Ninny at the start, but there's no real reason to bother with that. In fact, what I think I'm recalling is that this glass tile might be useful? Will it be useful? Something in my memory is telling me it's the thing I want to do. Is that right? Okay, let's look at this room for a second. Once we go up here, this will be set off. We won't be able to go back down. We'll come over here and bait the strange beaver. Up here. Let's go back to calling them bulls. We'll bait it up here, and we can use the glass tiles up here to safely let it pass by. And then at that point... At that point, we can go down and grab the fuse tile that it's currently on, maybe. It'll be over here. We step back up here, it'll be right here. In order to actually put the fuse tile down here, such that it dies... I think I have it. Just, be very careful, prep. Do not do... Oh, that wasn't great, actually. Oh. This is fine. I've never done it that way before. That was great, actually. Cool. I understood this puzzle in a new way. Still hanging in there? So somehow, stay calm. Okay, over here we're definitely going to want to push Ninny onto the fuse tile to the left. Those monsters. They're everywhere. Should we take a break? No, I'm fine. I don't want to hold you back. Okay. Let's pick this one up, put it down here, and pick this white tile up. We can put that up. Let's start making a bunch of moves like this. Let's go over here really quick. Actually, let's do it like this first. Pick that one up. The only one of these that we need to keep alive is the one on the bottom left. So as long as we can manage that, we'll be in the clear. Let's pick that up and put it over here. Now we have a cluster. Now we can start safely picking all these up. Okay. Drop that off so that it's not in Ninny's way. Actually, we're going to need both of these, funnily enough. Not like that. Well, you get to see something fun, which is Ninny freaking out because you died. Not exactly ideal. Right. Okay. Get everything back together. And now let's not walk directly up onto those. That'd be smart. We're going to need to do a very specific setup here. In fact, really quick, let's go ahead and put these down just in case, so that if we end up bringing that blob over, we don't immediately kill it. That seems like a good idea. We're going to want to have the fuse tiles on this line. Like so. Okay. That should be it. We just need to bring the blob over. Oh no, we want it one line up. This is still fixable. Incredibly, this is still fixable. Cannot believe I had the room to do that at the last second. Alright, get over here. Woo! Got all those rocks out of the way. Now we can focus on building a safe path for Nay to get over. Okay, doesn't matter that she's standing on a lit fuse tile, she can get off it just fine. Right, we talked to her already. Oh, Ninny, I'm sorry, we're gonna jab you here. Not these statues again. Be careful. Oh, such riveting dialogue. Okay, it's fine though. All that we need to do is come from above, push the statue down 1. Break this. Switch down. This one's a little funny. That stalker moves just like you do. They're pretty creepy, but I should be able to trick it. I just need something. Or someone. Please be gentle. We're gonna give her a quick push to offset us from the mimic, but I didn't want to offset that way. Sorry, Ninny. Oh wait, actually, this still kind of worked out. We do not have to push her again. We can continue to be nice to Ninny, as nice as we can. Look out! I know. No way around this one, huh? Absolutely not. Our best bet here would be to get it directly behind us. And then just do the quick turnaround here. I don't think it's possible to end this room in a way that would block Ninny off from getting to the exit. Keep in mind that the moment we leave, the octahedron hypothetically goes dormant, with only Ninny in the room. So, we need to make sure it's in a spot where it's not blocking her path to the exit. Not again. No fun allowed. Maybe you should give those statues a good push? That might just work. And here I thought you're just a dimwit. It's a joke! Again, abrasive personality. All we need to do is set this fuse tile first thing. Then we can safely drop that statue down. Otherwise it would be a huge pain to get out of here. That's enough for both of us. Need a break? I'm good, thanks. Let me know if I'm moving too fast. This one is funny. I didn't mean to set that one off, but that shouldn't be a problem. We just want to... Okay. I feel like I'm not controlling correctly right now. My fingers are simply doing things they would like to do. That was a mistake. Let's throw this life away too. Ugh. I gotta set it before I pick it up. Okay. Killa you. Alright. Was that good? That wasn't good. We're gonna approach this a little differently first. I think that just means pushing this one over. That should do it. Yep, that's it for us. Just need a few steps beforehand. This is tricky. If you need help, I could push that button for you. Would that actually work? Well, let's give it a try, I suppose. We will start off by getting rid of some of these. Yeah, that'll actually work. We didn't even have to lift a single tile for it. Right, this one. A stalker and a screw you statue. Which, by the way, is the closest thing to a canonical name for this statue that isn't pulled from the game files. Just my luck. I'm sure you can handle both of those. Okay, for this... I believe we want to go like so. Yeah, there we go. It's like a little dance. Now the screw you statue is gone, so is the mimic. We can safely build around without having to push Ninny everywhere, but push Ninny anywhere. Not that that would actually let us leave anyway. This is tricky. There's no way to talk to Ninny here without setting off one of these fuse tiles, or without pushing her off, which would be very bad. Don't do that. So we are going to... I mean, we got plenty of focus. Let's say hi to her. I can't get to that exit without triggering those floor panels. If only the exit was on this side. Oh, if only the exit was on this side. If only the exit was on this side. Let's start there. Get rid of the only Watcher statue in here. We can... We're allowed to pick up the exit now. That's the big deal. We have to figure out exactly how we're going to get it over. Yeah, I know, you're freaking out because you don't have any way over now. It's okay, it'll work out. We should take one of these with us? Is that right? Oh, we don't have like a way back to her now. This isn't right. This isn't gonna work out. I think we want to do this all in one fell swoop, basically. That should be pretty doable, actually. We just get rid of this. We can't multiply the locust chests and get what its contents are. So we won't. Just come up and grab the stairs and then bring them over. Much simpler than you would think. Watch out, there's not much room to move. Ninny? What was she staring at? We are hopelessly oblivious, but that's often how it goes. We'll pick this up, which should work out for us. Let me think about this one really quick. That is the only tile we can really pick up. I mean, it's not literally the only tile we can pick up. If we put it back down and then go down and pick up the tile between Ninny and me, that's not ideal, necessarily. Okay, the important thing here is that, I mean, we've got life to spare to figure this out again. The important thing here is that the only real way to push that rock onto the button is to come at it from above. Like so. Now we've made a little wall between us and the stairs. Yeah, you're seeing the issue, huh? What's the deal here? That definitely doesn't work out. What do we need to do? We do start right here facing the stairs, but if we picked up the stairs, that wouldn't do anything for us. We'd be stranded right here. I'm pretty sure our only option is to pick this up. I'm just trying to figure out, like, to what end. Oh, wait. No, no, no. Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. That's literally the answer. Don't bother with that. There we go. Tricky, tricky. Still no end in sight. Don't give up. You can do this. Thanks. That seemed kind of genuine from Lily. Okay. This will start off pretty similar to Gray's version. We just gotta do a bunch of silly building here. We're not gonna worry about getting that locust up on the top right. It's not worth our time. Oh hey, would you look at that? Looks like we're out of the hot water, out of the pot, out of the boiling pot. It's some expression that makes sense to people that people say that I'm trying to think of. No way forward that I can see, though. I mean, I see the stairs. They're being covered. What do you have to say, Nenny? Is there something wrong? Those statues are blocking our way. Even I can't get past them. Have you seen those statues before? No, I don't think so. Why do you ask? I just hoped you might know something about them. They look pretty menacing after all. I guess we've run out of luck for now. Maybe we should rest and see if we can figure something out. There must be something we're missing here. Yeah. Let's do that. Although we should probably take watch turns just in case. Think you can manage? I'll do my best. You can rest now. I'll take the first turn. It's the least I can do. Okay, but wake me up immediately if something happens. Yeah. I guess we'll take a rest. Doesn't look like much has changed. Did you get any rest? Barely. It's hard to sleep here. I've completely lost track of time. I take it you haven't come up with any brilliant ideas in the meantime? No. Sorry. Don't be. Is there something on your mind? I was wondering, Lily. Do you remember how you got here? Why are you asking that out of the blue? I just thought maybe you could give us a clue or something. Why we're here and what place this is. I'm a bit hazy on the details, but I do remember a great shadow looming over me in my room. And before I knew it, I was falling down this strange hole that had appeared out of nowhere. Sounds pretty crazy, right? Or like a dream. Not very useful info either way. Yeah. What about you? Do you remember anything? Ninny? Nothing at all! My mind is like a clean slate. You seem kind of tense. You should get some rest now. Uh-huh. Don't worry, I've got your back. Thanks, Lily. The shy woman is drowsing. If you act fast... No. No. Guess we'll keep watch in this small, empty, featureless room. No, it didn't really help. This sucks. I'm just tired all the time. I don't know if I can stay awake like this. It's not like anything's happening anyway. Wasn't any more comfortable the second time. Good morning. I think. Sorry, I closed my eyes for a second there. Don't mention it. I couldn't sleep much myself, so I kept watch. Looks like our situation hasn't changed. Nah, not really. This is useless. At this rate, we will never. Sheesh. This is getting boring. I'd already had it up here with these corridors looking all the same. What a pain in the ass. When I find the one who's behind all this, they better be ready for some serious beating. You aren't afraid? Like that would do us any good. Listen, Ninny. We'll get out of this mess. So don't go all doom and gloom on me just yet. I envy you, Lily. How strong you are. I could never be as confident as you. All I've ever done is go with the crowd and lie low, so that people wouldn't pick on me. Is it about the stuttering? So you did notice. Sorry. It must sound really, annoying to you. Nonsense. If only you'd heard my voice when I was a teenager. Bullies had a field day with that one. No way. You got bullied? How did you deal with it? Of course, I was always told to simply laugh it off. But life isn't that simple. In the end, you need to learn how to stand up for yourself. One way or the other. What are you smirking about? Too cheesy for your taste? You really are strong, Lily. Are you okay? Your face turned red all of a sudden. It's fine! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Was she that cute all this time? Maybe I should teach you a few moves once we're done with this mess. Really? Are you sure I'd manage? Hey, anything's possible with a little training. Who knows? Maybe you're a natural behind those banks. I doubt it. But I do appreciate the offer. I'm glad I was able to meet you, Lily. If only we'd met earlier. What are you babbling about? We're far from done. Yeah. Thank you, Lily. I can keep watch if you're feeling tired. I'm sure that with enough rest, you'll figure out the solution. I feel like I've been sleeping enough as it is. But the thought is pretty enticing. Maybe I'll dream of her. Prepare to die. Not today, young lady. You're getting a bit too old for games like this. Spoil sport. And did you stay up all night again? No wonder you keep oversleeping. Mom, the entrance exams are only a few weeks away. How are you supposed to study if you don't rest properly? Mom! About those exams. I was thinking of taking a year off. A year off? What's this all of a sudden? I'm going to Interrail with Sonia. We actually chatted about this last night and started to plan our trip. Don't worry, I've saved a bit already, so you don't have to pay for it. Absolutely not. Why not? The entrance exams are already hard enough. At least as a fresh graduate, you'll have a better chance at getting in. I won't let you waste that opportunity. Especially since your military service starts next year. I want you to secure your degree place before that. You worry too much. It isn't such a big deal. Even Freya said it'll be okay. So am I the only one who hadn't heard about this? Either way, my answer is still no. I'll call Freya myself and tell her you're not going. But Mom! You'll have plenty of time to travel when you're older. Now, I want you to think about your future. Don't give me that look, young lady. This is for the best. My best or yours? We're done with this conversation. So I wasn't just imagining things. How did a rat like you end up here? You weren't invited, were you? Relax. It's not like I can do anything to you. Yet. Don't think you can hide in these dreams of yours forever. Eventually, you'll wake up. And then you're at our mercy. What the hell? What the hell is happening to me? Why am I here? Like, this is hard. I'm just tired of doing it. Does this end? I want to wake up. Or just be done already. Everything's so loud. Can't think. What the hell is any of this? It's still going. I hate this. And how am I supposed to get that? That wasn't any good. I see what's going on here too. If I try to put that over there, it's just gonna bring that octahedron thing up my ass. Alright, I think I see something. But I don't see how it gets me to the end. Wait, no. I see it. But I'm not getting that thing in the floor. Who cares? don't care about that thing. That wasn't right. What do I do then? Still not it. Oh. That worked. I'm not doing that. What am I even looking at? I guess it actually wasn't that hard. Hurts to think about, though. Huh? Huh? That was almost something. And that was almost something. But how almost? If I could just go right from here. Huh. Actually did it. What the hell? What do I gotta do? Well, that's not gonna work. Maybe I should have picked that up before I pushed the statue off. Okay, okay. Is it really that simple? Was it really that simple the whole time? No. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need a break. Are you really sure? For the thousandth time, yes! What's the holdup? What about your mom? Is she okay with this? Don't you worry about her. Now, off with the head. I'm home. Took your sweet time. Dinner's almost ready. Oh, what? What happened to your hair? You noticed? Explain yourself, young lady. Sonia said she wanted to practice, so I volunteered. Couldn't she ask for anyone else? You've been growing your hair since you were little. It may never grow as long again. Well, tough luck. The deed is done. Why didn't you say anything beforehand? Because I knew you would just fume about it and tell me no. I'm old enough to decide what I want to do with my own hair. Clearly not. What's that supposed to mean? Haven't you heard that variety is the spice of life and all that? Besides, short hair is all the rage now. Boys like it too. So you cut your hair just for some passing fad? To impress some brainless punks? Don't you know what they say about short-haired women? Welcome to the 21st century, Granny. Why don't you get your hair cut as well? Who knows? Maybe that way you can get some action between those uptight legs of yours and loosen up a bit. I won't listen to such talk from anyone in this house. How did you turn out such a haughty woman? You're worse than your mother. Mom? Get out. I can't stand to look at you like that. But... Get out! hell? Who's this medieval cosplayer? Why is that old geezer staring daggers at me?
Yet another trick. You fiends. Does your malevolence know no bounds?
I'm sorry, is there a problem here?
Be gone, demon!
Maybe I should leave him alone?
I may have mistaken you for someone else. What is a young girl doing in a place like this? And what happened to your hair? Some kind of accident, perhaps?
My hair is doing just fine, thank you. And don't you girl at me. Is that how you're supposed to talk to ladies? Or did you escape from a nursing home, old man?
What a shameless woman. Do you have any idea who you're talking to?
You could be the emperor of what do you call it for all I care. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna just gel with that holier-than-thou attitude of yours. Did he lose it completely?
So this is what the world has turned into. Maybe I did have it all wrong from the beginning. Never mind me, young lady. I'd advise you to continue your journey. There's very little this old man can do to help you.
The old man encourages you to move on. What a strange old man. Oh, good. I don't have to do anything with any of this. Okay. Sure. I don't know. It just seemed kind of easy to get. I just wanted it. How many of those do we have? Okay. Was there gonna be one for every letter? What are we even doing here? This sucks. Guess I didn't really have to bother with any of that. What do I do here? Something like that, I guess. It's really just gonna be the whole alphabet. Well, I can't get that then. I guess we're leaving one. Come on. I'm sick of these things. I have an idea. Okay, now I just have to get over there. Okay, I'll take one of these with me. This isn't gonna work out so well. I have an idea. This still isn't great, though. How do I make this work for me? If I had just a little farther. That's it. What do they want me? What do they want of me here? Just might be it. Screw it. I've got enough. Huh? Works for me. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's also not going to work. What do you want from me? Huh. Yeah, I'll do it. We're so close. I don't want to do this. Okay. Just a few more to go. Oh, what the hell? I don't know if it's gonna work out super well. No, I don't think it's gonna work very well at all. Okay. We're so close. Am I done yet? Can I stop? Hello? Freya? How'd you get this number? No, this is just a bit sudden. Has something happened? Yeah, I'm still here. Could I call you back? Thanks. Freya, how did you and Gray meet? Why are you asking something like that out of nowhere? You know why. Did you ever meet my father? Lily, I'm not a child anymore. Please, tell me. I guess you deserve an explanation. It was years ago, but I still remember it vividly. At the time, I was hardly having any sleep, so I got out of bed early to catch a glimpse of the solar eclipse. When it was over, I saw a strange woman covered in tired clothes in the middle of the street. She was just lying there, quietly, gently holding something between her hands. Almost as if she'd appeared out of nowhere. That woman was Gray? Yeah. When I got closer, our eyes met. I've never seen eyes as dark as hers. She was on the verge of tears. When she finally started speaking, I couldn't understand her at all. But it was evident how scared she was. Then I saw who she was cradling. A baby ever so small and frail. Almost like a doll. I thought I was dreaming. But there you were, Lily. And then what? Well, I couldn't just leave you two there. So I took you in.
After the dust settled, I took you to a checkup. You'd already grown into a perfectly healthy baby. Gray, however, it was hard to tell at a glance, but her body was covered in old bruises and scars. The doctor also noticed something abnormal. Her womb and ovaries were both missing, as if they'd been completely removed. Yet there were no signs of surgery of any kind, despite all the other damage her internal organs had sustained. She couldn't have ever given birth, that much was certain. I guess that settles it then. You hardly sound surprised. I had my doubts, for longer than I care to admit. What about my real parents? Didn't Gray tell you about them?
Not much. When I asked about your father,
She told me he died a long time ago. And your mother? Gray never said anything about her. But whenever I tried to bring it up, Gray wouldn't admit it, but I could see it opened some wounds much deeper than those on her skin. Am I supposed to feel sorry for her now?
Lily, I can't pretend to understand what you're going through. But I do know that Gray always took care of you like one of her own. She loved you more than anything.
Loved? I've had enough. Just end it all.
Another one bites the dust. And boy, they take their sweet time. Oh well. At least they ended up becoming quite a juicy little morsel. Strange. I didn't know these things could glow. What? What?! You do not belong here, little one. Gray? What a time and place for you to show up. What took you so long? Did you start to miss me while I was gone? Guess the cat got your tongue. Again. You aren't still mad about the hair, are you? After cutting it, I tried dyeing it at one point as well. Too bad the color didn't stick properly. I would love to see your reaction. Here we go again with that judgmental leer. I'm starting to recall why I left in the first place. No matter how hard I tried, it simply was never good enough for you. Almost as if you expected me to grow up into someone else entirely. Even though all I ever wanted was to become more like you. So why? Why didn't you tell me anything? If you resented me that much, you should have just ditched me when I was little. It would have saved us both the trouble. Just say something, you old hag! Don't act like after all these years you don't have anything to say for yourself. I thought you're better than this. You're the strongest person I've ever known. Not some loser who drops dead without any warning. Did I look up to you my entire life for nothing? Or do you really think I came all the way here just for shits and giggles? It wasn't easy. Do you even realize why I came back? Please. I'm still mad at you. I just wish you were here to hear that. Goodbye. Mom. There's a sealed envelope on the table. It's addressed to you. Would you like to open it? Inside the envelope is a small pendant, along with a handwritten letter. Should you read it? For these defects, and for no other evil, we now are lost and punished just with this. We have no hope, and yet we live in longing. It seems we're one short. What happened to them? Beats me. What an interesting development. Stranger, making it this far should be commendable. But Dis cannot detect a strong devotion within you. Under normal circumstances, a nameless soul would slowly fade away at the depths of this compound. Yet here you stand before us. This situation is quite unorthodox. Nevertheless, we can't have you remain here. As long as you leave in peace, Dis is willing to make a contract with you. So tell us, what is it that you desire? Desire? I'm not sure if I've ever given it proper thought. Surely there is something your soul craves. Power? Wealth? Love? Or maybe something you've lost. Something very important. Could you really fulfill something like that? Who or what are you exactly? Demons? Gods? Answers to such questions will be meaningless to you, stranger. But I'll say this much. No desire, no matter how great, is beyond the realm of possibilities. Is there a problem? I'm alright now. I was just feeling a bit lightheaded for a moment. If I could wish for one thing. I want my mother to know that no matter the reason she chose me, I'm grateful for everything. Please, let her have her peace. Well said, stranger. So, what do you think? To be perfectly honest, Your Highness, I find it a bit too sophisticated for my taste. Never to mince any words, as per usual. Long time ago, people gave that name to the brightest star in the sky. I wish that one day shall shine just as bright. Until then, please take care of her. Thank you, everyone. I've been Crep, and I hope you've enjoyed my playthrough of Void Stranger Lilith. I'll see you next time, because Void Stranger is still far from over.